Today I worked on the irises, and now I am working on the gums and the teeth. My character. This new character is half carbon, half human. Still contemplating how I'm going to approach things in that part, but here is me starting with the teeth. So I started with a semicircle, cut it in half, filled the holes, and then remeshed. As you can see, I'm just doing a Z remesher here, and then I go into my IMM parts and I start to extrude teeth. Here I'm just looking at my angles, making sure my gums are in the right position and they're right sized, and everything's looking good. After the fact, I looked at the face and I see my eyes are a little bit too close together, so I'm going to have to move those tomorrow. Always looking in and around the sculpture to see little sections that need to be improved or changed. So here I'm just looking for my IMM parts and which ones I'm going to extrude, and here we go. Starting with some extrusions for the front teeth. So a little bit too small, just doing a few tests. You'll probably see me here pull a few out and then extrude and then delete and then do it again. Just trying to find which part works and which is going to be the right height and distance. So just making sure it's the right angles. So, oops, a slip up there. So now I'm just going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to move them. There we go. That's the two front teeth. This time a little bit too long. Just it's too large again, so I'll try again. It's all just experimenting, finding what's going to work and what's not going to work. I find doing the teeth using the IMM parts very successful. Okay, that's the first two. Pleased with them, and add in the second two. Now that looks to be at the wrong angle. Let's try again. Bit better. There we go. Now, of course, try now you can see they're not in the right position. So I'm just going to go to the move brush, move them further in, and change the angle. The angle is way off. Just again looking all around the mouth, see how they appear. They're protruding too much at an angle, so profile view, looking all around. Third set. Just going to adjust the angle here, move them in, and there we go. A better angle. So the next set, moving away from the incisors and into the molars. Zoom out how it looks. Zoom back in, you can see there my eyes are too close. But it's a project for tomorrow, changing the width, the eye space. And first set of molars. Very bad angle, so start again. Here we go. Getting, nope. There. See that now. Now I need to change the angle on that. Get it a little bit shorter. You can see it doesn't always happen first time. Play about with it until you're happy with it. That's a bit better. Yeah, that looks like it's in the right place. Just might adjust it slightly here. Move it in, move it down. And on to the next one. Move it in a little bit. That's it. Zoom in, just constantly keeping an eye on where I'm looking around, seeing how it appears, perspective, situation. Okay, second set of molars. And that looks like it's working. Not. Again, making sure it's how I want it. It's a bit better, maybe that one. Move it, maybe. Oh, no, seems to be. Moved it in slightly. That looks about right, just to turn, adjust it. Okay, zoomed out, front row of teeth. Now is the refining part. Now they're all there, now I need to start shaping them. And again, do another zero mesh. Look at how things appear in here. And seems to be working. Side view looks good. Front view. Okay. Here we go, move topology. So BMT, move topology brush. Now I'm going to start to adjust things. That's the iris I was using earlier as an example. And now let's back into move topology and start making adjustments to each tooth, flattening them and shaping them into real teeth. Go, small adjustments at first. Go on the inside, flatten it off. My character dentures. Just have a slight gap between these first two. They're quite tight, the first two. Oh, no. Oh, just making a few adjustments there. Second two, I'm going to have to tighten up a little bit as well. Right, now I'm trying to flatten off the incisors, the first four, so bring them to look a bit more like real teeth, and then I'll remesh soon. So just getting the rough shape of how the upper jaw, upper teeth will look. There we go, starting to flatten out a bit better. Moved it in here, still with the move topology brush. Still on the very low poly level. Making that incisor sharp. Third one, almost like a little fang. Just starting to appear a bit more like a tooth, or teeth should I say, and shaping them, putting on the right angle on them. Making them slightly larger. It's coming on. Take a quick look. In rendered view. Back in ghost mode. Oh, you can see the irises up there. I'm working on those today. Quite pleased with the way that's going with the irises. Some scleras over the top. Nose, I changed the nose later on. You can see the nose needs to come down there. The septum. So still lots of more adjustments all around, but just putting in the basic shapes right now. So the upper teeth and lower teeth. Flatten them off, got a little curve on the back as you can see, as teeth do. Molars are starting to have that sort of indented. The incisors are starting to look a little bit more like incisors. Constantly just looking around, see how they appear. Adjustments, and still at the lowest poly level. No fine detail, just basic shapes right now. Gaps are quite large still, but I can still adjust that. Just looking at it. Zooming back in, and that was the remesh. I just did a Z remesh on the upper teeth, and as you can see now, it's looking a lot more like front. The molars are still a bit way off, but the front size is starting to get more. So now shaping them still. Just back to the move topology brush. Put into solo now. Make some major adjustments here. Bring them a bit closer together. Here we go. Giving the side of the molars some shape. All at the very lowest level again, and just move topology. Bringing that front incisor a bit closer. Still be able to floss, of course, but teeth not too tight. But looking forward to seeing how this looks in texturing and then animation. Long way to go yet, but first, human / carbon character. As you can see, I've just gone off just the muscles in the face. Yeah, I'm not really putting the nice cheeks there or anything yet. I'm just thinking of the basic muscles in the face. Got it on ghost mode, focused on the teeth. Back zooming in, getting some more foundational shapes on the teeth. Move the limb a little bit. It's starting to look a lot better. It's starting to look like some teeth. I think the incisors is probably fangs probably a little bit too large at the moment. Moving it in slightly, yeah. That was a key move. You want them protruding out. That's it, moving them in. So the bite will be down rather than splayed out. Really starting to take shape now. Some teeth. I have teeth. The new character has a upper gum and teeth. To move them in just from a distance there, you can see sort of protruding out a little bit too much, not quite natural. So I'm going to have to push them in slightly. I think I've noticed it there. Yes. There. Looking forward to getting the details on these, the grooves in between, and texturing it. Wow. Each part, it's almost like doing a denture for someone. It's for a character, for animation. I believe they are using ZBrush in dentistry, which is absolutely amazing what I'm doing. I'm using this software. You can see how, hey, you never know, maybe one day I could make my own dentures. There we go, just checking the remainder there. So you can see the topology on the main character. It's not right, I've got to do a retopology, but just getting in the basic shapes. And then back over to retopology. I'm going to retopology the main character soon, once I get the big shapes in there, and I can really get him so he can move well in the animation. But those teeth are starting to look a little bit more realistic.